What's up guys, Joel Vallie from Media Glitch here, and today I want to bring you my thoughts and a review of Alex Kidd in Miracle World DX. As a Sega fanboy, I played a massive amount of Alex Kidd games growing up. And Alex Kidd in Miracle World DX is actually a remake of the first Alex Kidd game in the series. There were 5 Alex Kidd games if you don't count his little venture into the BMX realm. And even though Alex Kidd in Shinobi World and Alex Kidd in Enchanted Castle are great entries into the series, I do think the choice of remaking Alex Kidd in Miracle World was the best choice, because even though that's the first video game in the series, it's actually the best one. If you don't know, Alex Kidd was created in response to Nintendo's Mario in hopes of creating a mascot that would be as cool as Mario. Obviously, you know, 35 years later, we know how that all turned out, and they would later go with Sonic, of course. So the question is, did they do a good job with this remake? And the answer is, yeah, I think they really did. For a game that's 35 years old, they really stayed true to the original, and to make sure that fans would be happy while maybe picking up some new fans along the way. It's no easy task to take something that's 35 years old and update it and stay true to its roots, and they definitely pulled this off. Now, I don't want to keep you guys too long, so I'm going to get right into this review. I want to give you the information so you can decide whether you want to purchase this game or not. Before we get started, please hit that like button, hit the bell button if you're subscribed, and if you're not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. Trying to get to 15K by the end of the year. It's a huge goal, I know, but if you love video games and you like this channel, please help us out. So the story goes like this. Alex Kidd is this kung fu master, lives on top of a mountain. He finds out the evil villain Jankin the Great has overthrown King Thunder and kidnapped the prince and his fiancée, the princess. You know, retro games, there's always a princess that needs saving. He's also gotten everyone stoned in the village. Not like that, but turned into stone. He also finds out that he is the long-lost son of the king. So hey, no pressure, right? Save these guys. Let's talk about the graphics. Now this is where the game really shines. And what they've done here is amazing. I would just stop and I would look at the background, all the detail that they put in the background, just transforming a very plain 8-bit world into what we have here now. And I think they did a really amazing, stellar job. And just from the background details to putting text in the animations when you punch someone, all the little things that they did really breathes new life into this game. The only thing I wasn't a fan of was this like hazy filter they put over the game, but again, that's all style. That's what they wanted to go with, and that's fine. I'm not gonna complain. That's the smallest complaint I have about the graphics. They did a great job, but the challenge of making this, I don't even know what that is, into this must have been no simple task. My hat's off to the developers and the whole team for this game, making it so beautiful, taking those 8-bit style graphics and doing what they did. Just amazing. Another great feature is the ability to go back and forth from both the new and the old with the click of a button. I love that. I love to just go back with the music immediately, just like that. That was awesome. So let's move on to gameplay. Everything feels good. Everything feels just like it used to. The punches, when you hit, whatever they did makes it more satisfying. When you throw a projectile and the creatures blow up, just the way it feels, what they did with this remaster, they actually made it feel better. The controls feel better. It feels more alive. And so it's definitely, they did a great job in not so much in changing the way it plays, but the way it feels with that old school retro vibe still. The gameplay is still the same as it always was. It's a bit slippery. It's a bit frustrating in the later levels because this is platforming. This is retro platforming. This is no joke, you know. This kind of platforming is what made retro awesome. Now this might turn off newcomers to the series when they find out once you get hit, you're dead. That's it, you start over. And the platforming in the later levels requires pixel perfect timing, but if they just stick with it, they'll feel that satisfaction that can only be given by beating one of those old school retro games. I played a lot of Alex Kidd, so I finished the game in one setting, but I doubt that's gonna be the norm for other players. Mine was because of muscle memory. That being said, I think if they stick with it, they'll see this beautiful game that was created 35 years ago and that it still holds up today. And honestly, if the game is too hard, you can set it to unlimited lives, but you're gonna miss out on this beautiful sound, because doing this disables the ability to get trophies. But it's a nice little option to have for people who just want to play the game all the way through. They still have the paper, rock, scissors game, of course. It's a game of chance. It's still here. It was never my favorite part of the Alex Kidd series, but looking back, it definitely brought some nostalgia back to me. I was like, oh my gosh, I remember all of this. There's shops in the game where you can buy items, bicycles, projectiles, all those things that I never use. Now, I've seen speedrunners use them and they fly right through the levels, and I think that's great. So it's good to have them there if it's needed. But everything here feels just like it did back in the day, kind of, for me. It's I don't know. Let me know in the comment section below. But if you had this issue too, I actually would, if I got stuck in a part, I would throw it back in the 8-bit world, and I was able to do it. I don't know if that's just me in my head or if there's actually some timing things going on, or he's a little bit more floaty. I have no clue, but for some reason, setting it back to 8-bit world, I would be able to get past that part. So let me know in the comment section if you had those same issues that I had. Now, talking about the music, all the tunes are here. They've all been remastered. They feel great. You're gonna be humming these things even if you've never played an Alex Kidd game before. Now, me, as soon as it starts up, because you know it's the same music that's in Enchanted Castle as well, so like I have these in my head already from childhood, but to hear them now, it's just amazing what they're doing with these remakes. I'm so happy that we're getting these. Never in my life did I think we'd get these Wonder Boy remakes or an Alex Kidd remake. That to me is bananas. And to hear those tunes that you knew in 8-bit now remastered, and when you're putting it through a sound system like I have at home, it's just like, wow, what an amazing time to be a gamer right now, to have these things, especially if you've been in the game as long as I have. And it's just, oh my gosh, it brings so many feelings back. And I think if you love old school retro music, there's a lot to love here, because man, here it is, man. You can have the new, you can have the old. Now, should you buy this game? It's $29.99 for a physical copy, $19.99 for a digital. And I would say if you're a fan of retro, then it's a no-brainer. You should buy it. But for people who are more into modern gaming, might have a hard time with both the difficulty of this platformer and maybe even the price. Now, if you're able to finish the game, see the credits roll, you will open up what's called classic mode, where you can play the original game in its 4:3 aspect ratio and enjoy it just like it was back in the day. Or you can also go through boss rush mode. So there's a couple of little things that you can unlock for more replayability, because at a $29 price tag, some people might steer away from that, but there are some things that you get with that. So this is the information. I'm just giving it to you. As a retro fan, of course, I have to have it in my collection. And if you're iffy about it, just wait till it goes on sale. Get a digital copy. Either way, it's great to have Alex Kidd on my PS5. I can load it up, play it at any time, and just relive those memories. I hope you guys liked this review. Let me know in the comment section. What did you think about Alex Kidd? Or are you thinking about buying this? Or are you going to wait for it to go on sale? And thank you so much for your support. Again, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next review.